Hey guys, Ken's 97 Stowe 171 doing a European Truck Simulator 2 video. A bunch of stuff's changed since the last time I did a video. I've grown the company quite a significant amount. Have a bunch of garages now, over 100 drivers working for me, bunch of trucks of different types. And once I made some money, I decided to make myself a couple little garages just to put my own personal fun little trucks in. And we're going to do a video series, I think, where I drive each one of these. It's basically sort of a maxed out, max customized, to my taste, version of each of the models available in the game. Now, this is a Volvo FH. It's a mod that's available. It's not the official truck. This may or may not stay in the game for me because it is a mod, and that can cause some problems, but I don't have any of my company drivers using it. It's just this one. This is a Globetrotter, I think, version, 750 horsepower. You can see it's got 3 axles, 2 driven axles, and a axle in the middle there. We have already picked up the load. I thought I'd spare you that, and in the future I may not tell you all about this either. This thing we're carrying is some kind of I don't know what the hell it is, but it's 38 tons, and so it's pretty heavy. This is a little different trailer. It's an extendable trailer with 4 axles. You can see there the back axle actually can go. Actually, is that axle up or down? I don't know. That axle actually might. I see it. No, they all look like that. I saw like a light space under it. I was thinking they weren't touching the ground, but it is. Got strobes on the back. It's an extendable trailer, which supposedly gives you some more cargo options. I'm honestly not sure whether that's true, but the overall length when it's collapsed is actually the same as the 3-axle version of it. And when you don't have a load on it, that rear axle goes up in the air, and so the turning radius is actually the same. So there's really no downside other than I'm sure the trailer weighs more, which doesn't really matter in the game. All right, guys, we got a pretty short trip. It's about 300 miles. I think I'm going to try to keep these videos shorter, see if anybody actually likes watching them. I am getting some views on the videos, but honestly, people aren't watching for very long, so I'm going to try some shorter stuff. This is a really cool looking truck. I've got a bunch of lights on the front there, a bunch of lights on the top, and it's got the on the top it's got that beacon light, which we won't be able to see during the day. But all right, guys, here we go. Let me get some stuff going here. We'll go back to the inside view, start the engine, and I'm going to try to drive. I do need that on. I don't need. I was going to maybe run with the nav on, but I think I'm going to try running it with it off. There's nothing else really on there I need to know, so we'll try and see if that works, because it makes the dash a little cleaner for you guys. So I guess it would. Oh, I need to adjust my seat just a little bit. A couple other changes. I got a Logitech G 920, I think, steering wheel and pedals. Somebody was selling it on Marketplace. Thought I'd give that a whirl. I like it, but it's also a bit of a pain in the butt.
Ready to turn left.
Okay, so it's still telling me the nav directions.
Turn left.
Something I don't like about the steering wheel is just that
Get ready to turn right.
the force feedback.
Turn right.
There's something I don't like about it.
Keep right, and then continue straight on.
There's a bit of play.
Go straight on.
In the game, like when I move the wheel left and right, really right here, and you can see the wheel moving just a little bit. It's very accurate. There's no slop in its feedback. However, mechanically, there is feedback no, I'm sorry, in the center, right here, in the wheel itself, you can feel some slop in the gear drive, or whatever the force feedback drive is. And it's a little annoying, because, you know, when you're driving on the highway, you're constantly kind of doing this. So every time you go left, right, there's like this chunk, chunk, chunk feeling in the steering wheel. It's kind of annoying. You get used to it, but
keep right, and then turn right.
It's kind of annoying. What the fuck did it yell at me?
Turn right.
I don't know what it was yelling at me there. This is a significantly longer truck than the man truck I was driving. It's 3 axles is a lot longer versus single axle. So this is actually the first time I've driven this truck. What is it? Oh, I was trying to figure out what was dinging at me, and it's the lane keep, probably. Okay, so the indicator and the mirrors are working. One of the reasons I downloaded this truck was supposedly, I saw on YouTube somebody had it, and it was supposed to be available with a mirrorless option. So it had cameras for mirrors, and I really enjoy driving a truck like that in the game. Because that whole space in the driver's side door is mirrors, and it really, in the game, it makes it's a big blind spot. When you're going to the left around the corner, that mirror is blocking your entire vision, and it's kind of annoying. If you have a camera system, that whole door window is open, and it's just in-game it's easier. In real life, wouldn't matter that much. The man has that option,
right,
and I think DAF, the DAF truck brand, has a stock option for no mirrors, cameras instead of mirrors. And supposedly this truck did too, but when you go in to select your mirror options, there's nothing in there other than do you want sensors in the mirrors or not. It's kind of weird. Yeah, that's what it is. If you change lanes without using the turn signal, you get the dingy sound. The engine in this truck is a lot quieter than my man truck. So we'll see. Digital dash is kind of cool. It's very quiet.
Keep right, and then exit right. Exit right.
I think it was dinging at me because I left my turn signal on.
Get ready to turn left.
Safety features.
Turn left.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Those things can be a distraction. You know, you're driving along, everything's fine. Actually, I need to go outside the truck. A bit of a blind spot there. You know, you're driving along and you don't notice any kind of a problem, and then all of a sudden you got the truck going ding, ding, ding at you, and you start looking around trying to figure out what the hell the problem is, and you end up then having a problem because you're now looking around looking for a problem rather than driving. I've had this happen in my car. It makes some noises occasionally for a variety of reasons, and it's not always clear what the hell it's complaining about. This truck is very quiet and smooth. We'll see if I keep it. The 3-axle, you know, in game, I don't think it makes any damn difference that you've got three axles. You know, in reality, it would let you haul heavier freight, but I've hauled, you know, 34-ton cargoes with my single axle man truck. So, other than it looking cool and badass, it doesn't really give you anything. So we'll see. I might go in and change it to a 2-axle truck. So I think that's what I'm going to do, is just make a few videos with each type of truck that's available, just so you guys can see them, and I have a chance to drive them. It'll be a first, I think I'm going to make it a first drive for each of them, so it'll be my first time driving it. I'll do a little, you know, exterior drive, you know, spin around view so you guys can see it. Maybe I'll try to haul the same cargo, this 38-ton loader, or something similar. I actually have a Scania truck somewhere in the game. I think I have a company driver driving it right now. It's the truck I randomly bought. My first used truck that I bought when I got the game. Ended up just getting lucky, and it was a cool truck. But bought another Scania, and I put like every option in it I can think of. All of the lights, all of the lights on the front. The Scanias really let you do. You have like bull bars on the roof and on the front and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, shit.
Left.
Stop. Jesus, why did you go? Real people do that shit too, by the way. Let's just slam on the brakes for no fucking reason. Because that truck isn't fully out of the intersection yet. Hate that shit. The brake pedal is a little excessively stiff in the pedals here. Yeah, shut the fuck up. I need to go in and turn that off. The dinging for the lane keeping. One of the things I think I've decided is, because of I don't like how this steering wheel feels. I think I'm going to go with the Moza wheel next. That's a direct drive design, so there should be no on center like slop in the gear train, because there is no gear train. The other one I've been thinking of was, I think, made by Hoti, H-O-T-I, I think. For about $600, they've got wheel, gear shifter, pedals, and it's got a whole like patch panel with all the different buttons you need for the game. But it's a double motor gear drive setup, I think. So I'm afraid it'll have the same on-center slop that I don't like. Unfortunately, I don't have a store around me that would have one that I could like try before buying. So I'll do a little more research. The Mose is a bit more expensive because you know, it doesn't come with all of that stuff. But the steering wheel is a little nicer. The steering system is nicer, and also the buttons on the steering wheel are backlit, which would be nice for driving at night. So you should be able to see the buttons you're trying to hit. But also probably will need to get some kind of not a cockpit, but like I'm gonna have to come up with some kind of a table and a mounting system if I go either way. This system I was able to move some things around and get it to a position where I could drive it while sitting in my recliner. And in fact, on the highway, what the fuck are you doing? God. What the fuck are you doing? Go.
Keep right, and then turn right.
Oh my God. What's this?
Turn right.
Okay, it's going to be a turn right and then bear left. So yeah, it's kind of nice that I can just sit in my recliner. I had to unmount the wheel, put some stuff under it, angle it up, tape it down. I use duct tape to hold it down. It works. It's secure. It doesn't move around. But I needed to just alter the angles a bit. And it's definitely this is where it's an improvement. Like driving down the highway, it's nice having a lot more detail. You know, it's not as fidgety.
Keep right, and then exit right.
Fuck. All right, dude. Like, go.
Exit right.
It's not as fidgety, you know, like, you know, there's a lot more detail, like right there, left and right. For highway driving, it's much smoother. But it's a 900-degree wheel, so you got to spin the wheel a lot more, like when you're in a parking lot or in slow-speed maneuvers, and I'm kind of used to the controller where you just move the stick all the way to the right. And here comes the rain. Didn't know if I had my lights on. I did. Yeah, I kind of miss that man truck. It's a lot smaller. Really like the digital mirrors. I think in real life, this truck would be amazing with the digital screen in front of you and everything like that. But in the game, you know, quite frankly, that screen's pretty far away on your TV. And you really can't, I mean, the speedometer's kind of small. You really can't read any of the small details. Not in a 1080p 50-inch TV. So kind of why I like that man truck. But I wanted to try some different trucks just to have some different experiences. It is extremely quiet, which is kind of nice. Always, I mean, I think you guys know I drove a truck for a long time, and you know, love the sound of a big straight piped, pretty much any engine. Sounds cool as hell for about 5 minutes, and then at that point you're like, God, shut the hell up. Do you really want to listen to straight pipes for 11 hours a day? No, you don't. What you want is something that's quiet and smooth and easy to drive, good visibility, good turning radius, etc. Those are the things that I found I really cared about. I drove a Volvo VN series for a long time, a couple years, and love that truck. Air ride in the front axle, had an amazing turning radius. Much quieter, less rattly than all the other trucks I had ever driven. Of course, this is a there you go, a little better view of it running down the road. Got to be careful about that. It's easy to get disoriented. Put yourself in a guardrail. Been playing a lot more Euro Truck Simulator lately. I think just because I was a truck driver in the U.S. and I kind of have driven a lot of places. And Euro Truck Simulator, the trucks are completely different, kind of more unique. I think the roads are a bit more challenging. I was talking with a friend of mine. I think one of the main complaints I have about this game and American Truck Simulator is there are not enough trucks in the stock game. There are tons of mods and things that you can do, but I think there are more trucks in real life available that are not in the game, and I don't know why they don't do that. I know it's a lot of work, I guess, to build the model for the truck, but my friend, he was driving a, I don't remember what it was. I think it was a Peterbilt that he built. It was all customized, really cool. And they came out with a new version of the truck, and they got rid of the old version. And it's like, why? Like, that old version is still going to be available to buy and drive in the real world. Why do you remove a truck just because you offer a new version? Leave the old one in there. The interior was different. There were a few other things that he liked better about the old one. But you don't have a choice. And it's just, I don't know. I kind of agree. I think there should be more models. In Europe, they have it covered a little bit better. But in the U.S., there's a ton of different variety of types of trucks. Kind of wish they would expand that out a bit so that you wouldn't have to go to the mod market to find something. And then, of course, the problem with mods is, you know, if they change the game and it breaks, you know, I've had that happen to me. I had my Kenworth K100, and they did an update, and the truck disappeared. Came back, I was able to get it working again, but, like, I had two custom trucks. One was a Scania that I had imported. It was a special custom mod. That thing was super cool. That one and my K100 both disappeared and got replaced by a Kenworth something or other. And I was like, wow, this truck is really cool. It had digital mirrors. It had some really cool stuff in it. But it wouldn't let me, like, when I went to the repair shop, it wouldn't let me do any customizations. And I realized, oh man, this thing, it's like broken because it got replaced in game. Somehow something's broke with it. So I thought, okay, that's fine. I'll sell these trucks and then go buy them new and then customize them. Well, so I sold them, and then they weren't available in the game. That model of truck, whatever it was not available in the game, and I've yet ever found it. And yet it popped up randomly in the game and replaced two of my trucks. And then I couldn't find it when I wanted the official version. It was really, really bizarre. Then I kind of wish I'd kept them, because it was a kind of nice truck, but I was concerned that if it was an unmodded or unrepairable truck, it wouldn't let you do anything in the garage with it. I thought, okay, something's broke. I don't want to leave a broken truck in game, because if something goes wrong, it could cause problems. So I sold them while it let me do it, and then I couldn't repurchase it, and I can't find it. Really wild. It was just nice to see another truck with digital mirrors. The new Cascadia, the Generation 5 Cascadia, is available now in ATS, and I have one of those. There's a digital mirror mod for it, which I got.
Keep left.
What the fuck was that all about, bus? It went from the far right lane, from the middle to the left, and then back to the right. Fuck. I would say that is another major issue in this game, is that the AI generated traffic does some really bizarre things sometimes. You can run into situations like where you look left and right, there's no traffic, you start to pull out, and then a car just pulls up right on your left, and you're stuck. Like I was pulling one of those multiple pivot point, big trailers.
Keep right, and then turn right.
You cannot back one of those up. Not in real life, or not in the game.
Turn right.
And I just started to pull out, and then a car pulled out too. And we sat there, and like the AI car won't move. It won't back up. You can't get it to do anything, and I wasn't able to move either. So you just sit there as a stalemate.
Keep right, and then exit right. Exit right. Keep right, and then turn right.
The fuck is it digging about?
Turn right.
Way too much dinging. Ding, ding, ding. Okay, what are you dinging about? Tell me. By the way, if you guys are interested in another cool YouTuber, I believe his channel is
turn left.
called Electric Trucker. He's in Germany, I think.
Turn left.
Where? Okay, it's up the street. He drives some cool electric trucks. He doesn't have that many videos yet, but he's got a few interesting rigs. Talks about range and just he's a neat guy. I like it's in German, and then he has English voiceover, but he does a good job with that. So you guys check that out. I'll see if I can put the link to his channel in the description. I can't promise, but I think it's Electric Trucker or I think it's Electric Trucker. His logo, I think, has like a guy in a windmill or something in the background. Oh, well, that's
You have
nice.
arrived at your destination.
We have arrived at
Your
our
route
destination.
guidance is now finished.
Okay. All right, let's do the 25. What the hell is the loading area? Sometimes you can't. Oh, there it is. You can see it on the other side right there. So that's a badass looking rig. Look at all the air tanks on the top there, the boxes, and the fuel tank under there. It's a neat looking rig. Got the lights on the top. I got used Alcoa black wheels on that one. I didn't care because it's a modded truck anyway. I thought it was pretty damn cool looking. I'll tell you, the steering wheel makes a huge difference when you're trying to park. The other thing I think it really helps with is it kind of forces you to slow down a bit. I'll fuck that all up. Oops. You know, because you can't just go left stick, right stick, you know, like you can with the controller. It forces you to like just slow down in your steering input and just take it easy. So, okay, that's weird. All of a sudden the sun come out and it the weather changed radically. That's kind of bizarre. Oh, you know why? Because there was time involved in unloading. Okay, that I was kind of like, that's a bit of a strange jump. All right, guys, I think that'll be it for this video. It's about 30 minutes. We'll try to keep it about like that. And hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Let's go inside the truck real quick and just look around a little bit. Well, it's kind of dark in there. So I kind of went with the more basic interior on the inside because, you know, you can't use it, can't see it. The skylight thing. Let me tell you what, that skylight thing up there, that sounds like an amazing idea. I had one in a truck. It was a royal pain in the ass. It fortunately had a blind over the top, but even with the blind in the daytime, look at the birds up there in the window. Even in the daytime, even with the blind up, the light would shine in. And if you're sleeping during the day sometimes, I don't know why the hell you would want a skylight in a semi truck. More heat, more just it's just a bad idea. Looks cool, not a good idea. Not in real life. All right, guys, that's it. Have a good one. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you have any comments, and I'll try to remember to put the link to that guy. Like I said, I think it's Electric Trucker, but definitely check his stuff out. He has a new channel, but he's got some good information. It's entertaining to watch, and it's kind of neat to see a totally different type of trucking with electric trucks in Europe. And by the way, there are some electric trucks in the game here that you can drive too, but you can only do quick loads. There are some mods that you can own one and buy one, but they're kind of BS. I mean, not how to say they're shouldn't say they're BS. They're a little tricky. So, but you can do quick loads. There's a Renault electric, a Scania electric. I think that's it. In real life, the electric trucker guy, he's driven a Scania, a Volvo, and they just got a new Iveco. That one's a completely different mechanical design with a bigger battery, direct drive electric axles, pretty cool. So check him out. All right, guys, have a good one. You guys be safe out there. Ken's 97, so 171 signing off.